You do not rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems. James Clear, Atomic Habits, 7 New Year's Resolutions, 7 Gym Memberships. 7 times he quit before February even ended. Marcus was 31 living in Phoenix, and every single year he made the exact same promise to himself. This is the year I finally get in shape. And every single year by week 3, the promise was already dead. It wasn't that he didn't try, he tried harder than almost anyone he knew. He'd buy the gym membership on January 1st, download the meal plan apps, throw away the junk food, set the alarm for 5 a.m. By day 4, the alarm started feeling like punishment. By day 12, he was negotiating with himself. Just this once, I'll go tomorrow instead. By day 20, tomorrow had quietly become never. This had happened 7 years in a row. Same pattern. Same collapse. Same quiet shame every January 1st when he made the promise again, already half knowing how it would end. His brother Dave, 2 years younger, had been consistently fit for the last 3 years. Not dramatically, not a bodybuilder, not obsessive, just steady. Marcus finally asked him the question he'd been avoiding for years. What's different? Why does it actually stick for you? Dave didn't give him a motivational speech. He just said, I stopped having a goal. I just have a thing I do on Tuesdays and Fridays. That's it. There's no finish line I'm trying to hit. Marcus didn't understand at first. Wasn't the goal the whole point? Wasn't get in shape the thing you were supposed to want? That night, scrolling on his phone instead of sleeping, he came across that same quote again. It said, You do not rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems. He read it 3 times. Something about it made his stomach drop slightly, the way truth sometimes does, right before you're ready to admit it. Every year, he'd had a massive goal and 0 actual system. Just willpower, which burns out every single time, exactly like it had 7 years running. So this time, he didn't set a goal. He picked one specific, almost embarrassingly small system. Every Tuesday and Friday, 6 p.m., he walks for 20 minutes. That's it. No app, no meal plan, no dramatic transformation montage in his head. Just Tuesday, just Friday, just 20 minutes. The first few weeks felt almost pointless. 20 minutes of walking didn't feel like getting in shape. It felt too small to matter. But here's what was different this time. The system didn't ask him to be motivated. It didn't care how he felt on a given Tuesday. It just existed, sitting on the calendar, waiting for him to show up for 20 minutes, which felt almost impossible to fail at because the bar was so low. Week 6, he added a 3rd day, almost without deciding to. It just felt natural, the way habits start pulling their own weight once they exist. Month 4, the walks turned into light jogging because his body had quietly adapted without him forcing anything. Month 9, Dave asked him to come to the gym with him on a Saturday, just to lift, just once. Marcus almost said no out of old habit. Then he remembered there was no goal demanding he go. There was just a Saturday, and his brother, and 20 minutes turning into something else entirely. A year after that conversation with Dave, Marcus hadn't transformed into a different person overnight. There was no before and after photo with dramatic lighting. He'd just quietly become someone who moved his body several times a week because the system had outlasted every single excuse he used to have. When his coworker asked what his secret was, expecting some intense new diet or supplement, Marcus just shrugged and said, I don't really have a goal anymore. I just have Tuesdays and Fridays. If you're waiting for the part where he ran a marathon or got abs, that's not this story. This story is smaller than that and more useful because of it. The 7 years he failed weren't failures of willpower. They were failures of design. He kept building goals with no system underneath them, and goals without systems collapse the second motivation runs out, which it always does. You do not rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems. Marcus didn't need a bigger goal. He needed a system small enough that quitting felt more effort than just showing up.